There's a few different ways you can get to Sheringham Point Lighthouse from Victoria. The long way is to go through Machosen and East Sooke. It takes about an hour and a half. The quick way is to just stay on the Old Island Highway heading out to Sooke, which is only 45 minutes. I prefer the middle ground that takes about an hour and a half to get to the lighthouse. I take Humpback Road, then a quick detour through Otter Point, and finally back onto the highway into Shirley. Humpback Road itself winds through Mount Wells Regional Park, which is a second growth forest of Douglas firs and some Garry oaks. It's very lush, dark green, lots of rocky outcroppings with moss everywhere. Very nice to ride through. You can park here and hike to the summit of Mount Wells. It's at 350 meters and it's a 1.5 kilometer hike to the top. I haven't been to the top myself, but it's definitely on my list of things to do this summer. The road through the park is in pretty good condition, but it's really tight in some places and you might need to pull over to let cars pass in some spots. Rather than ride straight through Sooke, I like to take a quick detour through Otter Point. Most of what you'll see is cottages and a few hobby farms. The road is in great condition and the detour only adds a few minutes to the ride. Plus, the speed limit through Sooke is way too slow for way too long. Coming out of Otter Point, you're only about 10 minutes to the lighthouse now. Just as you turn off the highway, you'll see Shirley Delicious, which is one of the best places to have lunch in this area. Sheringham Point Lighthouse was built in 1912, but it hasn't been fully functional for a few decades. Now the lighthouse is pretty much automated with a single green beacon at the top. There's a gravel parking lot at the end of the road, and from there it's just a short walking trail down to the lighthouse. Sheringham Point Lighthouse is a great destination for any motorcyclists living near Victoria. You'll want to give yourself about 3 hours to ride to the lighthouse, walk around and explore, have lunch, and then make it back to the city. If you have more time, you can continue on to Jordan River to watch the surfers if it's a windy day. Or you can spend the day riding the Pacific Marine Circle Loop and see Botanical Beach, Botany Bay, and Fairy Lake. If you're really adventurous, the lighthouse might just be the first day of riding the Vancouver Island Grand Loop, which circumnavigates Vancouver Island. That's it for this episode. If there's somewhere you think I should visit next, leave me a comment and let me know. Thanks.